Hi, this is Mike Knutz,
And this is Vicki Smith.
and we're 4-H professionals with the Oregon State University Extension Service here in Yamhill County.
And we're here to do some iPad clerking training. So let's get started. As a clerk, you will receive your iPad loaded with the classes in your project area to judge. Find the ShoWorks app on the iPad and click on it to open it. When you have it open, you will see on the left side the list of clerk sheets created. Touch to highlight the one you want to open. Type in your password that's provided to you. Touch Done. And now you've opened the clerk sheets for poultry. All of your clerk sheets are listed in here, all of them for poultry. To change to new clerk sheets, you can go to the Go To button at the top left side, and it will drop down all the clerk sheets listed. You can then scroll and go to the page that you want to judge on.
So today we're starting with Junior Poultry Showmanship.
All right. If you look at the right side of your column, there is a line of ribbons. As the judge proceeds and tells you what to award the exhibits, you will take a ribbon from the right side, drag it over to the ribbon column, and drop it. It's that easy.
So if you put the wrong ribbon, then how do you correct that?
You can actually just pull the correct ribbon from the right side and drop it right on top, and it will replace that one just like that. Once you have your ribbons in place, you can also use the place column next to that and use the numbers at the bottom to place your class. Obviously, you wouldn't be doing this in a showmanship class, but in your breed classes, that might happen.
Well, if it was a callback class and they needed to call back the number 1 and number 2 blue ribbon, it might be used.
All right, so now we've placed the class. The third piece to this would be placing your champion and reserve champion. Under the division placement column, you can touch on the line and you can pick your champion or your reserve champion. All right, so now you've placed that class. You can go to the Go To button if you want to go to another class. At this point, we're going to finish these and go to some static ones. So you want to make sure that you save this clerk sheet changes that you've made. At the very top, you'll see a button that says Save Draft. That's the one you want to use. Click on that. Tell it OK. And then go to your Home button. When you come back, you'll see that the poultry that's highlighted has a little pencil on it. That means that you have done changes to it and it's saved your changes. So now we're going to go into photography. The same way, you'll be provided the password by your 4-H staff. Done. And there we are. We're at our photography classes. So Mike's going to move to Architectural Juniors. And there's our class for that. He's going to use the ribbons to award the class their ribbon colors. Then we'll go ahead and do the division placing by choosing your champion and reserve champion. And then the last thing you can do is there's a column next to the left of your division placing that's called special placing. When you receive your iPad, you'll also receive a printed out list of acronyms that you're going to use in this column. This would be your grand champions, your reserve grand champions, your special placings, your judge's choice, best of show, all of those. And also you can use this for your medallions. So Mike's going to type in medallion. And let's say this champion was also our grand champion overall. He can do a comma, and a space and put in the Grand Champion acronym. And there you go. Hit done. And there's your class. Another important feature you may use during clerking is the ability to move an exhibit from one class to another. This sometimes happens in photography. Let's say the judge stops or spots an intermediate people photo. So we're going to go to intermediate people. And let's say the judge wants to move that bottom exhibit to other interesting subject. So you're going to go to the right end of that row, double tap on the little lines. It's going to bring up all the classes you can move that entry into, and you're going to pick other interesting objects, intermediate. You're going to click move up in the right hand corner, and she's disappeared from this class. So let's go make sure she's in the right class now.
By going go to?
Correct. Scrolling down to that other interesting subject, intermediate. And there she is.
Like magic.
We've successfully moved her. Once you have recorded all of the results in this particular set of clerk sheets, you can hit Save Draft again and hit your home button, and you're done.
So Vicki, if you don't hit the Save Draft after each page, because you hit Go To and you go to another clerk sheet and enter information, you're not going to lose that information that you put in.
No, the only way you would lose that is if you didn't hit it and went back and hit the home button back to this page we're on right now. You would actually lose all those results that you did. It would prompt you and ask you if you wanted to save them. So it does give you a prompt, but the best work is to be able to go up there every time you're done with those sets of clerk sheets and hit Save Draft. You don't have to hit it after each page, only after you do all of the clerk sheets, all the clerking for that particular project.
So we wanted to highlight one more feature that you would use if you were using the iPads at your county fair, where you do interview judging and 4-H members bring all their exhibits to the table. In this case, photography.
So if someone sits down and you're looking for all of their exhibits at one time, the iPad app has a great search engine for that. Up at the top right hand corner, if you click in the search and you type in the name of your exhibitor, let's use Kaylani, you can look at all of her exhibits right there. You can click on the one that you want to judge at the time, and that will take you right to that clerk page and her name and highlight it in yellow for you so you can see it. You can judge it at that time, and there you are.
Then Save Draft?
You could save the draft, absolutely. Okay.
Now how would you go back for her other two exhibits?
You would actually have to go back in and type her start of her name again in your search. And there you are again. This would make it very easy at county fair to be able to judge during interview time.
So there you have it. It's so easy, even a 4-H agent can do it.